Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to this Sunday skit analysis. I am pretty excited for Sunday, so without further ado, let's get into it. Sunday's basic attack. If you use Sunday's basic attack ever, I'm gonna beat you up. Before going to Sunday's skill, let's look at the ultimate. Sunday gives 20% of their max energy to an ally and puts the ally and their summoner into beatified state. Under beatified state, the ally gets a crit damage bonus based on Sunday's crit damage. This state lasts for 3 Sunday turns. Now let's go to the skill. When Sunday uses a skill on an ally, the ally and their summon gets immediate action and gives a 30% damage buff for 2 turns. That means with Sunday, the Lightning Rod can go more than once in a cycle. Jingyuan's finally saved after 1.5 years. Anyways, if the ally has a summon, this damage buff increases by 50% as well. If Sunday uses the skill on a beatified ally, he gets a skill point back. Sunday's talent. When Sunday uses a skill on an ally, Sunday gives 20% crit rate for 3 turns. Sunday's technique. The first time Sunday uses an ability on an ally in a battle, they get a 50% damage buff for 2 turns, which is nice to quickly clear out the first wave. Now let's go to the traces. Trace 1. Sunday's skill also remove 1 buff. I feel like Sunday's made for Jingyuan. Sunday can bring up King Yuan and the Lightning Lord, but if our general is stunned or frozen, Lightning Lord just goes away. With this trace, that issue is fixed. Trace 2. When battle starts, you get 25 energy. This means you can ult after your first skill. Trace 3. If Sunday doesn't regenerate 40 energy with his ultimate, he regenerates 40 energy with his ultimate. And with meat traces, he gets crit damage, defense and effect res. Because you don't want him to get stunned, since you want him to be somewhat speed tuned. Let's see how Sunday's rotation would look like. With rotations, I will mainly talk about Jingyuan because he's the one that matters the most with Sunday, at least on Sunday's release. You would want Sunday to have a speed that is just below Jingyuan. That means in a Jingyuan team, Jingyuan skills, Sunday skills and pulls Jingyuan up, Jingyuan skills and then Lightning Lord will go with at least 7 stacks. If you have Jingyuan's ultimate, then Lightning Lord will have 10 stacks. Now let's look how you should build your Sunday. You would want a crit damage body, speed boots because you want to have at least 134 speed on your Sunday, and he doesn't have speed traces. Spear is whatever, and an ER rope. For substats, first of all get enough speed according to a main DPS, and then focus on crit damage and effect resistance. For the 4-piece set, Ordeal 4-piece is best in slot by far. If you don't have it, then just go Rainbow. 4-piece Eagle is not good, especially in teams where you want to go DPS, Sunday DPS, because it will mess up with your action order. For the planar sets, you don't need the extra 5% energy for Sunday. Let me show you what I mean. Because you want a 3-turn ultimate, to have a full uptime on your buffs, you use skill 3 times. You get 5 energy after using your ultimate, and let's say Sunday gets hit once during his 3 turns. So with an ER rope and a 5% ER set, you will still end up with 128 energy. That means you need to get hit a second time anyways. Let's look at that. Yeah, now you can ult again. But let's remove the 5% ER from the set. You are still getting 132 energy and you can still ult. So what I'm trying to tell is that you can skip the 5% ER set and go for broken kill instead and give 10% crit damage to your DPS, which is better than 12% attack that Lushaka gives. And you also don't want 1 max action forward because you want your DPS to go first anyways. It's not the end of the world of course, but I think you get more value from broken kill. And don't worry about the 30% effect resistance. Kill gives you 10% and Sunday stresses give you 18%. That means you already have 28%. So you only need like 2% more. That's literally 1 substat. And also, I don't know where to put this info, so I'll say it right now. If you want to know E1 or S1, it's E1 by a long shot. So, let's talk about his place in the meta. Sunday is gonna be an irreplaceable support for all hypercarry summon characters. For other hypercarries, I would still say Sparkle is still the best, because otherwise you are not taking full advantage of Sunday's kit. And also, Sparkle gives a bigger crit damage buff. Let me show you. Let's say an average build Sparkle and Sunday has 150% crit damage, Sparkle buffs more. And the funny part is, higher your investment on your Sparkle and Sunday is, the lesser the difference make. At 550 crit damage, they both give the exact same crit damage buff. But that is unreachable anyways in MOC. It's just a fun fact. Regardless, Jingyuan is a character that benefits from Sunday the most. It's like he fixes all the problems Jingyuan had. It took us only 1.5 years to fix Jingyuan, thanks her. Topaz already has her best in slot team with Feisha and Robin, and she's not meant to be played in hypercarry. She can though, but she's more for sub DPS, and Lingsha is made for break teams. Anyways, it looks like we are entering a summon meta. We had the destruction meta with Blade, Imba Lune and Jingliu, Then we had the follow-up meta with Topaz Ratio and then later Robin and Feishaw. Then the dot meta was polished with Black Swan. Then we had the Super Break meta with Harmonium Seed 1 May plus literally just break effect. And now we are entering a summon meta. And Sunday will be the key piece for it. And I can't wait. Anyways, I am gonna pull for this Bird Watcher and I hope your pulls go well as well. That's it from me. See you next time. Peace.